love.
Hanzo! What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be bringing you an in-depth guide to Hanzo, the Japanese dude from the game Overwatch. Now Hanzo falls under the defense class. He has 200 health and he also has five abilities that he can use. Wall climb. Hanzo can climb up any flat vertical surface by pressing and holding the jump button while next to that surface. Hanzo can then release the jump button and press it again to leap off the wall at any point during the climb. Hanzo's main method of moving around the map is the wall climb. Storm bow. Hanzo's main weapon. Pressing and holding the primary fire button will cause Hanzo to draw the bow back. Releasing the primary fire button will fire a projectile arrow from the bow. The damage and range of the arrow depends on how long the primary fire button was held down, up to a maximum amount. You can press the secondary fire button at any time to drop the shot without firing an arrow. The arrows travel in a slight arc, so be sure to compensate for this at longer distances by aiming slightly above your target. Try to always change your shots fully or charge your shots fully before firing. You should only use quick shots if it will guarantee you a kill. This is typically only done at close range when combined with a quick melee attack. Sonic arrow. Hanzo prepares a special sonic arrow which is fired the next time he uses his storm bow. After the sonic arrow impacts a solid surface, it sends out a series of sonic pulses for a brief period of time, revealing all nearby enemies by silhouetting them in red. Kind of like Widowmaker's infrasight. Hanzo can cancel Sonic Arrow's deployment by activating the ability again. Sonic Arrow allows Hanzo to see enemies as they round corners, making it easier for him to prepare shots with his storm bow. Scatter Arrow. Hanzo prepares a special Scatter Arrow which is fired the next time he uses his storm bow. After Scatter Arrow impacts a solid surface, it fragments into multiple arrows that ricochet several times off of solid surfaces and deal a flat amount of damage to enemies at the impact. So it's going to be like you shoot an arrow and then you're going to see a whole bunch of arrows flying across all over the room. Use scatter arrows to deny enemies passage through small corridors and rooms. The ricochet nature of the fragmenting arrows can be deadly in confined spaces. Dragon Strike is Hanzo's ultimate attack. If you ever are in the game, in any map, and you hear this man yell something out in Japanese, it's Hanzo using this ability. When activated, Hanzo will, after a short cast time, fire a special arrow that creates a pair of spiraling twin dragons that will fly straight towards in the direction of his crosshairs. These dragons will pass through all solid surfaces or barriers, dealing damage over time to any enemy that comes in contact with them. The closer an enemy is to the center of the twin dragons, the more damage they will take. Dragon Strike is mostly used as an area denial tool, like a more powerful scatter shot. Use it when your enemies are occupied fighting in a tight space that they have only a few ways escaping from. There are two characters that can efficiently and effectively counter Hanzo. They are Widowmaker, and Tracer. Hanzo is powerful at medium to long range, but his scatter arrow presents a danger at extreme short range too. He is vulnerable to counter sniping, however, so Widowmaker, or a better Hanzo, should do well. Tracer is probably the best counter to him at short range because her unpredictable movement patterns make it difficult to hit her with a scatter arrow. Hanzo is a very fun character to use. Not only does he look cool, but he is really cool. I mean, when you know how to use him, he's a very effective character to not only kill, but to also have enemies scatter away from your team. And use that comment box down below, guys. I want to hear what you have to say about Hanzo, about this game, about this in-depth guide. I want to hear it. Do you guys like Hanzo? Do you hate him? Do you like going up against him? Do you hate going up against him? Are you guys good with him? Are you guys bad with him? I want to know. So let me know in that comment box down below. And thanks for watching this in-depth guide on Hanzo from Overwatch. That is all. Bye.
yeah, 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 yeah.